All right, guys and gals, this is Alex Olson for another episode of the Multifamily Minute here in Kansas City, where we take a look at everything new that's coming onto the market, that's come on the market within the last week. And what we've got here is, again, it's 7 days ago. Today's the 28th of August. And within the last 7 days, we've got nothing new here. This is LoopNet. This is a commercial brokerage platform for multifamily specific to the Kansas City Metro. And though there's nothing new on the market, I think it's okay to talk about really what the Metro includes here real quick. So basically, it goes from Platte City on the north side, Platte City, Smithville, Kearney, Excelsior Springs, down to Raymore, actually Harrisonville here on the south side. Okay. And then you also can go out to Bates City, Lone Jack, Pleasant Hill, out here. You got Buckner. I mean, these are all fairly small towns. That's on the east side. And then the west side, it's essentially bound by Leavenworth, Lansing, Fairmount Baser, Tonganoxie to a degree, Gardner here, DeSoto Gardner, Edgerton, Spring Hill, maybe some of Hillsdale. So that is the Kansas City Metro in general. Just to the west, we have Lawrence, which is home of the University of Kansas and everything they have going on there. That town is entirely, I'm exaggerating, but that town is entirely powered by the productivity and the economy of the University of Kansas. There's other businesses in there that are doing great and all those kind of things, but that's a predominant player in this area. So everything that you would buy over here would want to be tied into, meaning you look at the economics of it based on the University of Kansas. Okay. And then just off to the east, we have Odessa is a small town, but decent enough size to be included in this. And then Warrensburg, which is the University of Central Missouri, and Whiteman Air Force Base. This kind of area here has an economic driver in and of itself with the Air Force Base and University of Central Missouri over in that area. All right. So that's the entire metro. And you can see, look, nothing new. There's nothing new on the market here within the last 7 days, at least on the commercial brokerage side listings. So let's pop over here into Zillow, which you guys know I use to showcase what the MLS is bringing to us here in the last 7 days. There's a couple new properties here. Most of these are packages of properties. This particular package here that's 825, I believe, is a single family home package. Yes. So again, we don't do a ton of single family homes, so I'm not going to talk about that. Another package is in what I call, and everybody calls the historic Northeast. Again, I don't do a ton of business in this area. It's not something that's my favorite part of town. There are a lot of good deals to be had up in there, but just not something I focus on as part of my real estate brokerage business. All right, so let's zoom back out again and look what else. So another piece is this particular set of duplexes or fourplexes down here, these townhouse style buildings. Newer construction, looks like post 2005 to me. Maybe even newer than that. However, this is, I think there's only 6 units. Yeah, there's just 6 units, 1.24 million. This type of product is flying off the shelves, so they may be able to get that. However, this to me seems like a bit strong on price. Now, you could get $2,000 per unit in rent in the submarket, but it's a little bit strong on price. So anyway, just wanted to give you my 2 cents there. Good great submarket, class A minus, B plus, great set of buildings. You do have extremely low owner expenses, so I do love that about it. The $200,000 plus per unit is a little bit strong. Now, I could be reading something wrong there, but that's just my 2 cents. Okay, what else do we have? Well, we have this particular set of duplexes here that's in Olathe. It's actually duplexes and a part of a duplex. I may have touched on this one other time, but it's basically 6 units and maybe a half a duplex with 7 units for almost 1.3 million. Again, that's going to be another tough deal there to get behind at almost $200,000 a unit, especially when one of them is a half duplex. So could be a little tough there, but again, the submarket's great. Olathe is a Class A submarket, so no complaints there. It's about making the numbers work and seeing how the building quality is as well as the rent quality. So something to consider there. And then finally, we've got this particular set of duplexes, or actually it's townhouses. I'm not sure if these are all triplexes, but it's townhouses in Grandview. I really like the Grandview submarket. It has a lot of things going for it with the intermodal down south, as well as everything else that's going on down south with, some new construction, some big time development. It's just a positive submarket as part of Kansas City. And these are getting good rents, and they're getting better and better rents all the time because of all those economic factors that I'm talking about here. Grandview is doing exceptionally well here over the last 5 years. So take a look at this. I think it probably is a little strong on the price, but they all start out strong. So this could be a situation where you say, "Hey, look, this is strong, but let's go ahead and put an offer in. Let's see what we can do." And maybe there's a deal to be had here. So, and they also could be really in great condition. So then you don't need to put a whole lot into it. So keep that in mind as you're looking at these deals, is just because the price might look higher than what you expect, or even what I expect, doesn't mean you can't put an offer in on it. Get in there, understand the details, know what the rents are, and understand the financing options. So that's something to consider there as well. As we take a look here, that's pretty much everything. Oop, we've already covered that one in the past. That's everything here in the Kansas City Metro that's new over the last 7 days. So as we come into Labor Day here, I'm anticipating not too much more action. After Labor Day, I'm anticipating more items coming to the market. We're going to have an issue here again, like we have every year over the last couple of years, where there is a buyer and seller disconnect. That shouldn't discourage you into buying in this market. This is an excellent market to buy in, because even though some of these may be exceptionally overpriced, maybe they come down on their price eventually, one, or two, there are some really good deals here, especially off market. We have about 20 off market deals right now that I can guarantee will be competitive with each and every single one of these on market deals, and likely, to be frank, better than all of those deals. So take a look at my off-market list at xchangecre.com/marketplace. You know how to find me. Again, this is Alex Olson with the Multifamily Minute here in Kansas City, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.